Let's also turn to one of the fastest growing parts of the ETF ecosystem, and that is income. You both have products for investors looking for that as well. Christian, you have DIVO, QDVO, and IDVO. What are these products?
Yeah, these are actively managed stock portfolios, either international for IDVO, growth-oriented for QDVO, or just U.S. blue chip for DVO. And the active approach there selects the stocks, but then has the ability to tactically write covered calls on those individual stocks. So what that does is increase income potential, but doesn't limit your upside in terms of capital appreciation. So equity derivative income ETFs have been very popular. The knock against them is that they don't have a great total return. They have this very nice yield, but they fail to have capital appreciation. Our approach, we call it the yield smart approach, really balances capital appreciation with attractive income. We've compared favorably to many products in the space.
Always trying to find that balance, right? And
That's right.
Jay, you've been looking at the large cap covered call strategy, but you acknowledge the potential downside to covered calls. So how do you square that?
Well, just as Christian was saying, people want income, they want growth, they want their cake and to eat it too. You know, one way to get this exposure is to have actively managed U.S. equity large cap exposure, which we have in our Bali ETF. But it is writing out of the money index covered calls to generate income. But the other twist here is oftentimes with these strategies, if you're writing covered calls, you're limiting your upside. We're able to do what's called futures hedging, which effectively allows you to maintain exposure to the S&P 500 as it rides its way up. So for investors who want that income, they also want the upside, most of the upside, this can be a really good strategy for getting both.